Hi everybody, this is Vanessa with Barino Photos, and right here we have Niche with Niche_Motorsports, and over here we have this great looking fan with the radiator, and we have some modified brackets to hold it in place, and we're going to ask Misha a little bit about what he has modified and what he has done. So tell us a little bit about what you did.
Okay, so earlier in the week, had a friend and everything in the local area who also is a fellow mechanic and also fellow drifter that's wanting to compete as well. Currently, you guys might know him and everything. You find him on Facebook, Carlos Santos, or through his automotive mechanic business, Carlos Cares. So he has kind of a similar setup like driver Dan Perlenfen does, which is a Lexus SC300 with a LS turbo swap. So Carlos actually has pretty much the same, and from the information I've gathered and everything, it's a 6.0 with a bunch of other modified goodies and everything to go with it. So he needed a little bit of assistance. He met me, and this kind of gave me the opportunity as well to put out some of my work to the scene, and this is great. So what we have here is from the swap information that he was doing. He utilized from a great company that actually I'm sponsored with as well. This is a Mishimoto full race radiator for an MK4 Toyota Supra. Right now this one is mounted into his Lexus, and so having some issues and everything beforehand, he went ahead and chose to use some aftermarket 12-inch fans with no shroud. Now, without a shroud, you're hurting yourself and everything on cooling capacity, because you're only directing your air wherever the diameter of the fan and everything can cover the radiator. And the downside behind that is you want to be able to cover the entire core of your radiator to cool it. So hence why we have fan shrouds. So upon his further research, he came across a few people that had used the Lexus GS300 98 to 2005 radiator fans and fan shroud with reservoir assembly. This is the part that I actually liked, that I thought was pretty cool. So parts come in, of course. The fan shroud assembly was designed with quite a few different mounting tabs. A lot of them I had to cut. So of course, as you know, this actually was modified to mate with this radiator. None of the mounting tabs lined up, nothing was done, all this had to be done. So I came up with a nice idea to help him as well too, thinking as a race car driver as well, in the time that you need to service during a competition or at an event, in case anything needed to happen. So I went ahead and fabricated some mounting tabs, some slide mounting tabs on the bottom. These are designed, they can still be bolt on and unbolt, but it's so he can install his fan shroud onto the radiator just like any other normal vehicle, while lining it up exactly where it needs to be without the fan assembly falling, dropping, shifting, anything. And all he has to do is lean back from there and lean it up against the radiator with these two existing mounting tabs that I went ahead and I fabricated as well too. Very strong, very sturdy, not going anywhere, and very well designed and everything, I have to say so myself.
Very easy to remove.
Yes, very, very easy to remove, easy to service. So, at the same time, we needed to wire up the dual fan system to run max capacity off of both of these fan motors. So, in doing so, I went ahead and designed the system. Notice only there's two wires coming off of here. Blue for ground, red for power. Inside of the cab, the cockpit of his race car, he already has his fuse and relay switch panel already pre-made, designed from a company. I'll have to figure out the name of it, but I actually like it. but I don't like it. It's only designed to use however it was designed to be used. The relayed and fuses are all designed to be on a circuit board, so it can only distribute power however it was designed. So with that, you have enough power and everything to control one fan off of one relay, but you need another one and everything secondary for this one. So we went ahead, split the power to power this relay to help control this fan. That way we can take a lot of the draw off and everything and eliminate voltage drop and current loss. So in doing so, this actually is the original system coming from inside the cockpit of the race car going to that one. And so we have, of course, our inline fuse and everything, 25 amp, made it easy and everything, easy serviceable, weatherproof, clear and everything, so that way you can see if it blows if you wanted to use a glow fuse, nice and sturdy. Haven't went past our bend radius as well and everything per industry standard, and completely loomed on the inside, soldered, heat shrunk on every connection, no butt connectors whatsoever. The only connectors and everything are spades, as per tech inspection as well. Each spade connector has been heat shrunk and soldered at the tips. No copper showing, no metal showing. This will probably be about the only thing. If they in fact say something else to this, you can always buy a pigtail harness to go with it that would actually cover up the existing prongs, or we can take electrical tape to each one and cover them up, or maybe even liquid electrical tape. But unfortunately with this one was equipped with 12 gauge wire, usually a standard on most cooling fans and everything to only hold like a 25 amp capacity. If you wanted to step it up, you would basically have to take your fan motors apart, desolder any of the wires that are going to the motor, and probably solder in and everything some 10 gauge wire. Keeping that in mind, that running more juice to these fan motors from their original design on 12 gauge wire will cause the depletion of life expectancy of both of these fan motors shorter than what they're rated for. So let's say and everything it's only rated for 1 year. If I put 10 gauge on here, it'll probably only last for maybe 7-8 months. But you get more capacity and everything and pull of your fans and everything for cooling. And plus with a big 6.0 V8 also powered and everything and coupled by a gorgeous Borg-Warner S366 turbo, you're gonna make a little bit of heat. So I like this design and everything of the fan shroud. Getting nice clean cuts and everything over here on the top of our mounting tabs. New mounting tabs made here that you cannot purchase at an auto parts store locally to mate the Lexus GS300 four-door big body radiator fans and shroud assembly to the MK4 Toyota Supra radiator. Other than that, the only other thing that we needed to do was we have a drain plug that seems to have broken off in here, as we found out and everything from our good friend. So we'll go ahead and we'll remove that. We'll get that plugged and it'll be good to go. Got our drain plug here and everything, and the existing mounting tabs that were meant for the Supra fan shroud and cooling fans. Always good luck on a Dragonfly. So with that said, I'll give you guys a little test so you can check it out.
Yeah, I just hope
this
he
is
doesn't
like
fly in
donating our said race car battery from my race car.
Yes.
So black to red, red to black. Not. I'm just kidding. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
And here. Okay, hold on. Let's take back some of this insulation and everything, get a better connection. Next time I will tin the tips. Alrighty. Oh, and please, ladies and gentlemen, do keep in mind and everything, I am a certified fabricator and I am certified IPC solder. And I have been doing this and everything for quite some years. Before the certification. Doing good. Decent temperature and everything on the wires. Tad warm because we're not running off the relay from inside of the cab to the vehicle, which is good because this kind of gives me an idea, you know, of how hot it might possibly get. And we're going to sit here for a little bit and see what happens. I tried making it fail earlier, see if we get the inexcusable or something like that, but no, really kind of good. Outstanding pull capacity. Outstanding. And with a quick disconnection of the rest, we are good to go. Shut her down, and awesome. And the beauty part about this, I love the fact that the manufacturer designed so many different holding points for wiring, for cooling hoses, whatever you need to do. We got mounting tabs here, 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 up in here. The coolant reservoir line from here going back up to the radiator drain, the radiator fill neck right here. We even have another one. We have routing and everything for clips going here to hold the hoses and everything underneath the fan, back up to the top, through the top, across the top and everything, back over here from the old existing design where the cap used to be the relief pressure, but it's not anymore. This one and everything is just air relief pressure, which is good. We don't want to be too tight and everything on pressure and make something go ka-chow. Okay. And so, ladies and gentlemen, there you go.
Okay.
Any more questions?
No,
I think we're pretty okay now.
No, from
if anybody in the local Melbourne, Palm Bay area of Florida, if you guys are interested in
a little electrical,
a little bit of electrical work, custom fabrication work, motor swap work, troubleshooting, whichever one you can name. Very well versed in everything in imports, mostly Honda and Nissan and Toyota, but nothing I can't touch and everything from being an automotive technician since 2008 that I can't handle. And if something's a challenge, something new, there's nothing new in everything that I can't learn. So by all means, I do exhaust work, I do turbo work. At the moment, still training and everything under TIG welding, so I haven't gotten that far yet to start doing aluminum and to be able to design manifolds and other things like that. I do have MIG capabilities. I do not use flux. Chassis reinforcement, you name it. At the moment, the only thing that I will not do on a vehicle is I will not install a roll cage yet for another customer. Myself will do that, but until I get a little bit further into practice and everything on roll cages, then we'll get there. As far as any kind of custom fabrication work that you can think of, and until I can get my hands on a few Grizzly machines, lathes and knee mills, so that way I can machine parts as well too, that'll be another story.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Feel free to contact myself on the Instagram page, Mish Motorsports, Facebook page, or my Facebook, Mish Motorsports, and Kyle Marino.
Also, you can reach out to me.
Follow, like, and subscribe and everything to the YouTube page.
Yep.
We haven't had enough subscribers and followers yet to be able to request our own custom YouTube page name, but if you look up my name and everything through Google, you'll be able to find it at the same time as well. Please follow my lovely wife, Vanessa, at Barino Photos on Instagram as well too.
Yep.
An outstanding and everything photographer of how many years?
Shoot, like 4 years now.
Yep, 4 years. A lover and everything, and a passion for graphic design. Anything you can think of, you name it. And she's been the biggest supporter in my time of need to bring me back up to this point where I can get out of the funk and believe in myself again to make my way and everything to the track and be able to get back to custom fabrication, automotive work, and performance. And
yep, reach out to me too.
Definitely reach out to her.
Hi. Yep, definitely reach out to me. I'm available too, so you can always reach out to me if you have any questions, and you know, reach out to me also. I'm available, so be ready.
Once again, located in the Melbourne, Palm Bay, Florida area.
Yep.
If you have any questions, contact myself, once again, Mish Motorsports, or you can contact my wife at Barino Photos.
Yep.
Thank you, and y'all have a nice night.
Yes, have a good night.